Yo, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to our 13th podcast. It's Brian and Jim here, and today we're going to talk about our favorite Super NES games. As always, I'm going to let Jim start this off.
Alright, Super NES. I'm going to be perfectly honest here. As a kid, I didn't have, actually for a lot of my life, I didn't have a ton of experience with it. I only recently got a Super NES. And yes, it's a yellowed piece of crap, but you know what? I do like the console a lot. But most of my experience outside of my friends' houses who eventually traded theirs away, my parents used to go over their one friend's place a lot. And she would have a Super NES for her kids. So when I'd be over there, I would just be in the game room sitting down and playing that. So there are a couple games I'd always go to, like RoboCop vs. Terminator, or, Super Mario All-Stars, which I can't really count because it's like 4 games in one. So I'm going to say screw it and go with Super Mario World, which, next to Super Mario 64, is my favorite launch title of all time for a console. It's, to this day, it's a beautiful game. It's got a timeless soundtrack, a ton of content, lots of levels, tons of hidden stuff, all the different warp zones. You have the special Star Road? Yeah, I guess that's what it's. I forget. Sorry, I was never I like Mario a lot, but like I said, not the most experienced with it. But yeah, I just loved Super Mario World so much, and it controls basically perfectly. It introduced Yoshi, and I don't know, I can pop it in today and still be blown away by it. So I'm gonna go with Super Mario World.
For me, I did actually grow up with the Super NES, had plenty of games, as I've mentioned in the past. I had the Super NES, my brother had a Sega Genesis, and I played everything, but when trying to narrow down the 2 games I played the most and still look back and can enjoy to this day, I have to say it's a tie. But for me, it has to be between Contra 3 Alien Wars and Donkey Kong Country. Listen, Donkey Kong Country is probably on most people's list because, like Jim mentioned for Super Mario World, the graphics, the sound, the various game levels, the enemies, everything just made that game so epic. The ability to switch over to animals, to Diddy Kong, there's just so much to love about that game, which I personally enjoyed that game even more than Super Mario World. But there's something just so pure about Contra 3, and it took what was already a great series in my mind, which was Contra, and made the best title for the entire franchise. That's just my opinion, but you can shoot, you move, you jump in just the smoothest way. The soundtrack, amazing. The 2-player mode, even more fun. I don't know how many goddamn times I must have beat that game. Actually, I was happened to be digging through a bunch of old drawings of mine, and I think I just redrew like every major boss on so many pages of paper when I was supposed to be doing homework. I mean, I love that game, but when I try and figure out which one I love more, I can't. So I gotta go for the cop-out. Those are my 2 favorites. Make sure you let us know below what your favorite is and give us some reasons. We always like to hear feedback from you guys, and we always appreciate the comments. Be sure to keep checking us out on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, or just send us some emails. Until next time, guys, cheers.
Cheers.